How's it going, guys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy1387 here, and today we are going to be looking at a mag build. So the Mag Prime build that I've been running recently, I've been playing it a lot on stream, and with Mag just coming out of the vault recently, a lot of people have been asking about the build and how you play her, etc. So I thought I'd put together this video. Now keep in mind, guys, this is only my build, this is my play style. Please feel free to alter any mods you want, anything like that, and just use this as a building block. But I'll explain why everything's in there and the type of way that I play her. So without further ado, let's look into Mag's base skills and show you from there. So right, skill number 1 is pull. Magnetic force pulls enemies towards you, stunning them and bringing them into melee range. So really handy if you're running a decent melee. To be honest, it's not something I particularly use on Mag. Range is fairly decent, 28.75 meters. Damage at 597, magnetized damage at 597, and the drop chance at 49%. With magnetized, this is the 2 and the 3. So the second and the third ability, in my opinion, are really the bread and butter of Mag, however. So magnetized is the second ability. Create a magnetic field around a target, ensnaring nearby enemies and dealing damage over time. The field reacts to bullets and shards created from polarize to increase the damage. Basically, what's that going to do is that's going to lock down a single enemy while drawing the rest of the enemies towards that bubble. Now, any armor that you've shredded with polarize, any shields or anything like that, is then going to add to the damage, including bullets that you then fire into it. So it's going to be really, really handy to melt enemies, especially the higher target ones. So polarize is emit an energy pulse that depletes enemy shields and armor. Now keep this in mind, guys, and armor. A lot of people only run Mag against Corpus because they feel like it's really, really handy to get rid of the shields. However, when you're running this against Grineer as well, stripping the armor and then using that armor to damage them is absolutely huge. Creating shards which become deadly when mixed with magnetize. Shields of allies touched by the pulse are restored instantly as well. So your shield is going to be restored the second you pop it, as well as any of your allies. Their shield is going to be revitalized instantly as well the second the polarized bubble hits. So as you can see, I've got a radius of 9.2 meters. Damage is 796. Duration is 8.35 seconds. Duration is actually going to help the range tremendously. And the damage multiplier is 4.97. Now, Crush as well is a really handy fourth ability. Magnetize the bones of nearby enemies, causing them to collapse upon themselves. Really, really good CC. Really decent opinion to get yourself out. So really good skill to get yourself out of a hard encounter, you know, like pull that out when you need it, use that CC, hit your fourth ability, then obviously then magnetize whatever's causing you the big trouble, hit polarize and get out of dodge. So right, let's look into it. As you can see, I'm running the Sobek Prime and a Plague Kiwa build that I'm going to do a video on as well. A lot of people have been asking me about this recently. So we're going to be doing a build on that fairly soon. Let's just make sure we've got some energy up. And we are going to spawn in 10 elite crewmen. So nothing too crazy, nothing too insane. Level 100, so sortie level enemies. We are going to be invincible, although to be fair, we probably don't need it. Let's take that off. Live on the wild side, hey. So we're going to simulate them in. 10 of them. We're going to jump on over. We are going to polarize. We are then going to strip the armor. And we're going to fire into it. So we're going to make sure nothing else is sneaking up on us. These guys are already dead. He's hiding. And I believe, once we polarize that again, he's going to walk into there. Bang, in trouble. As you can see, we're fairly tanky as well. The reason on this build as well, we would have died there, but the reason that I've got some of the mods that I have, just to give us that extra survivability. As you can see, Mag is fairly squishy. So in my opinion, quick thinking is an absolute must. So that was the crewman. You know, nothing phenomenal. However, being able to clear large groups and to being able to lock down high-level targets really is where she excels at, in my opinion. So let's spawn in some arid Helions instead. Let's do 10 of them. And again, level 100. See what we can do. Make sure we're all healed up. So similar type of thing. We want to polarize, strip the armor down, make sure nothing sneaks up on us. All that damage is being done over there. We haven't even fired into it. Massive hit we just took there, I think. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. We have quick thinking on. Otherwise, without a shadow of a doubt, we die several times there. So, fairly high level enemies. You know, you're not really going to be encountering these type of enemies all over the place. Yet we can deal with it. You know, we can deal with it. Yes, it definitely helped being able to go back up and stock up on energy. However, quick thinking provides a level of tankiness on Mag that, in my opinion, is really needed. But without further ado, let me show you how she operates in normal gameplay. And because obviously this is the simulator, you know, you can see what's going on. But let me show you some clips of normal gameplay and see how she can be really used. Right, so we're into a mission here. Nothing too major. I think we're doing a 20-minute survival or so. So we're about 17 minutes in, something like that. And we're going up against Grineer. So if you notice, all of these Grineer have absolutely no armour because we're shredding it with our Polarize, which is beautiful. Alright, so our third ability is going to really keep us alive. Fourth ability if we get in a little bit of trouble. And second ability to create lockdowns, as it were, to make sure they can't pass. So as you can see there, I'm going to lock that down, make sure nothing's going to get through there. If they do go through there, they're bang in trouble. And then we're going to use our fourth ability only if we really, really need it. So we're running around, we've got a decent level of energy. I recommend using Zenoric with Mag, even though I don't think I was on this. But I recommend using Zenoric. That way, the quick thinking is always going to have energy to fall back on just in case. So running around, nothing too major. As you can see, I'm not getting into any real dramas because everything's dying before it gets to me. The thing that do get to me have no armour left, so we're just one-shotting them. Really, really handy. So as you can see, she can survive a lot of different stuff. You know, like I quite comfortably take her into sorties, maybe arbitrations, but definitely sorties. So yeah, I hope that helps, guys. Gives you a rough idea. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the build. Now I have played around with this a fair amount. However, if you want to change anything, by all means, fill your boots. It's always you can always look to improve upon things without a shadow of a doubt. So we have gone corrosive projection to give that even more amount of shredded armor. However, maybe you could go for loot detector. What else would work quite nicely? If you wanted to former it, maybe you could go for something like rifle lamp, rifle lamp, or even the energy aura. Energy siphon. There we go. Energy siphon would work really well as well. Cunning drift for a little bit of extra range. You could sub that out for some power strength instead. I type of like the slide and the friction though to be able to parkour a little bit more efficiently. Prime continuity for extra duration. Prime flow to keep the quick thinking with a much larger health pool than what we have. Blind rage for extra strength. It does hurt your efficiency a fair bit. That's why we're going to have streamline and fleeting expertise to make up for that. But that massive 99% on power strength, in my opinion, is well worth it. We have got Constitution for extra duration as well as Augur Message. As far as Arcanes, I'm running Guardian and Energize, but honestly, you can really run whatever you want. So that is the build, guys. Please feel free to play around with it, change whatever you like. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know how you get on. Let me know how you find Mag. Is there any different things you would like to see build-wise, or is there anything about Mag's kit you would like to see change? Let me know, guys, because obviously Mag is one of the fairly old Warframes. Let me know if there's any feedback you would make on it. But yeah, I really look forward to reading your comments down below. I hope the video helps. If it has, please drop that video a like. Drop a comment, and if you want to talk to me in person, you can find me over at my Twitch page, which is www.twitch.tv/Shanksy1387. And I hope to see you over there, guys. Until then, you take it easy.